Saturday sail on the Pacific Blue. And then a few yards away, Petco Park, and what a night this is going to be Saturday night. It's a sellout as the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the San Diego Padres meet in Game 2 of this three-game series. And good evening, everyone. With Mark Grant, Dick Henberg. We're pleased that you're with us. Game 2 of the three-game weekend set, and the Padres are going to wheel out another starting pitcher. They just keep coming either on waivers or out of the farm system with all the injured pitchers on the DL.
I hear a knock at the door, and that knock at the door is opportunity. And who for? Eric Stultz, the 32-year-old left-hander, is with his fourth major league team. The Dodgers, the Rockies, the White Sox, now an opportunity with the Padres. Soft tosser, maybe 89 miles an hour, all four pitches with a little bit of a cutter, but the main thing for Eric Stultz is he needs to keep the ball down, utilize the sinker and the cutter into the righties, and hopefully give him some innings, Dick. These starters need to go deep into the game so they can utilize that nice bullpen the Padres have.
Interesting background. He's worked both as a starter and in relief, and 2 years ago was pitching for Hiroshima in the Japanese League. Well, they showcased their youngsters, the Angels, last night, and the 20-year-old leadoff man, Mike Trout, he's something to behold.
He is really special, especially to bat leadoff in the big leagues. He can run. He's got some power. He can hit. And look at him turn on the afterburners after that error by Cameron Maben. He hits for average, for power. He can run the on-base percentage, nearly 40%. But this is a really special player. We've seen two now, Bryce Harper and now Mike Trout, neck and neck as far as the race is concerned with those two rookies in the big leagues.
Last 9 games, he's hit .429, had 3 base knocks last night. So we're set to go at Petco. A big crowd to see the Padres and the Angels, and the opening pitch is coming up. Yes, sir. The Padres need a shot again of adrenaline against these Angels of Anaheim as the two skippers, Mike Scioscia and his former pitching coach, Bud Black, over in the other dugout, have set their lineups up to the home plate umpire, Paul Nauert. And here's how the Angels will hit tonight. The rookie, 20-year-old Mike Trout leads it off. Then Peter Borges, Albert Pujols, Mark Trumbo, the cleanup hitter, leading all the major categories, batting categories. Then Kendrick, Cayapso, Ibar, John Hester just picked up from Baltimore on waivers as the catcher, and Dan Heron on the mound. Eric Stoltz on waivers from the White Sox this week. A well-traveled 32-year-old left-hander from Indiana, pitched at a small college there, Bethel College in Indiana. He's 6 feet tall, 225. A career major league record of 8-10.
An up and down career for Eric Stoltz, and this is just a great opportunity for the left-hander.
And we're underway, and Trout takes a strike. So what are the offerings we're going to see from the left-hander?
You're going to see a cut fastball into the righties. You'll see a four-seam fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup from Mr. Stoltz.
High pop-up back of second base and into shallow center, where Maben waits for it to come down. One away. Here is the Padre defense. Maben in center with Guzman and Venable flanking in the corner outfield spots. Headley, Cabrera, Amarista, and Alonso on the infield. And Nick Hundley back in the lineup. John Baker's been doing the catching the last few games. Plate umpire is Paul Nauert with Eddings, Demuth, and Danley on the bases. Still some daylight.
Another terrible night for baseball, huh, Dick?
Oh, my. Powder blue skies above.
This is great.
Peter Borges entered the game last night as a defensive replacement. 62 degrees at first pitch. Just a light breeze out of the southwest. 2-0 to Borges, hitting just .203.
You know you're getting old when you've played with players' dads or against them.
How about granddads?
But Peter's dad, Chris Borges, was property of the Giants back in the day when I was in the minor leagues with the Giants. And now Peter playing in the big leagues. And this guy can run. You've got Trout and Borges 1-2. This is a track meet for the Angels, these two kids.
Borges takes a strike, and it's 3-1. They claim that he runs the 60 in 6.45 seconds, the 60-yard dash. And he earns a walk, so keep an eye on him. Bud Black hates to lose, don't we all? And he really hates bases on balls.
Absolutely. Especially with this guy coming up to the dish.
Pujols 1 for 4 last night, a single. Despite his slow start, .215 average and the 3 home runs, the 18 RBIs lead the Angels. A slight shift. Slow breaking ball, the curveball at 69 miles an hour. Amarista just a step or two on the second base side of the bag. So look at the entire right side of the infield open for Pujols. They're daring him to try to hit the right field.
Okay, so Stoltz starting him off soft with a curveball away. Might see a cutter in here. Another curveball.
So just one strike in the last 6-7 pitches from Stoltz. Mark Trumbo, a hot hitter among the American League leaders, cleanup man on deck. .3-0.
Wow, good pitch. I think Nick kind of, the way he handled that ball, kind of brought the ball out of the zone. But according to Fox Tracks, strike.
That's interesting. Against left-handed pitching, Pujols has had far less success than against right-handers. 152 average to start the year.
I'd like to find out how many of those lefties are soft tossers. Maybe getting a little froggy and jumping out in front, kind of jumping.
He had the green light, but did not pull the trigger. 3-1.
You can see what Stoltz is trying to do here, trying to keep the ball away and have Albert roll something over on the left side.
Burgess with his lead at first. High in the air to shallow right, where Will Venable brings it into his glove.
Once again, taking the sting out of King Albert's bat. He started him off soft. Big loopy curveball. Ball one, ball two here. Trying to jam him if he offers at it. Okay, that was the one pitch of the at-bat. Still a hitter's count, Kick. Hitter's count, 3-1. A very fat pitch for Pujols, and working underneath it. Can't square it up. Big out for Eric Stoltz.
Here's the right fielder Trumbo in the midst of a 9-game hitting streak. He is 17 for the last 32. That works out at 531. Trumbo had an RBI double and a walk in 4 at-bats last night. 26 years of age. Grew up near Anaheim Stadium. Angels were his team. Villa Park High School. Crowds, fans still coming in to Petco Park. Sold out, the first sellout since opening day, so it's going to be an exciting night.
Got to love the buzz of a sellout crowd.
You bet. Yeah, it's great entertainment value to come to the ballpark. And of course,
and the players love it too, right? It's like playing in front of a, on Broadway in front of a packed theater.
You don't want to come out on stage and look out there and see a lot of empty seats. You like to see that SRO. Park at the Park jammed with fans out there enjoying the picnic setting.
Now, the reports that I have gotten on Eric Stoltz, not really the best move, but not a bad move at all. So if the Angels are going to be running, they'll probably go on the first move from Stoltz.
Stoltz working in Tim Stauffer's spot in the rotation with Stauffer back on the DL. .33 out of 46 in his steal attempts.
I've talked to people, scouts in Major League Baseball. They say he could be the fastest guy in Major League Baseball. And we've seen Drew Stubbs in Cincinnati. That guy could fly. They say Peter Borges is right there, maybe even faster.
Way outside, and the count goes 2-0 to Trumbo. So Stoltz has fallen behind almost every hitter. Borges got Pujols to pop to shallow right on a 3-1 pitch, and now 2-0 to Trumbo. Turned it over, changeup, and it's 3-0.
Pitching dangerously.
The third time in 4 batters that Stoltz has gone 3-0. .86-mile-an-hour strike.
That was almost like a get me over 3-0 pitch, and a hitter 3-0. If they're going to be swinging 3-0, it's got to be right in that spot to where it's their wheelhouse. That one down and away, they're just going to spin on that one.
Pops him up. Left side of the infield, Cabrera calls. And that's it for the Angels in the first. Here come the Padres, Venable, Maben, and Headley. to you by AT the largest 4G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Petco, where the healthy pets go. And welcome back to downtown San Diego. And Bud Black has his lineup card locked in. And here's the starters. Brought to you by Toyota. Venable, second home run of the season last night. Then Maben and Headley. Yonder Alonso, the top batting average at 286. And then it's Guzman and Hundley. The lower third, Cabrera, Amarista, and the pitcher Stoltz. Ground ball, one hop to Pujols. And one away. Here's the defense for the Halos. In the outfield, Trout in left, Burgess in center, and Trumbo in right. Around the horn, Callaspo, Ibar, Kendrick, and Pujols. With Hester, just a new addition to the roster for the Angels from Baltimore. And Dan Herron, the veteran, on the mound. Herron now 31. He has 108 career wins, 3 times an All-Star. All-America at Pepperdine. And Maven's average slipping down to 207 as you look at Herron's numbers this year, and those are certainly uncharacteristic for him. 1 and 4. Ground ball up the middle and gloved by the shortstop Ibar. And there's 2 away. A couple of ground ball outs thrown by Herron.
Well, when Herron's on, he's going to be placing that pitch down in the zone, getting some ground balls. You're going to see a lot of cut fastballs. You're going to see a lot of split fingers. But he will also incorporate the curveball at times. So cutters into the lefties, and sliders and splits.
Chase Headley at 248. Club leader in home runs and RBIs. Curveball at 75, and he had Headley out in front.
He's got that little hesitation at the top of his delivery just so he gathers himself. It's his little mechanism before he starts to explode towards home plate, Dan Herron.
Right there.
There's a split.
Away. Last year, Herron with the Angels was 16 and 10.
There's the split finger grip in his glove. Grip it, throw it just like your fastball.
And the count 1 and 2 now on Headley.
Alfredo Griffin. Oh, that guy could pick it at shortstop. Oh. I wish Alfredo Griffin would go back to the Jerry curl back in like the 80s. Sport the Jerry curl. That'd be sweet.
Something's amusing Mike Scioscia down in that dugout. Mike now 53 in his 13th year. Manager of the Angels. And Headley once again works it to 3 and 2.
That's a shocker. Count, full count. Had him 0-2.
Got to happen every game, or at least once.
You see Herron, all those pitches, the 7th pitch, away, away, away. Some up, some down.
Herron doesn't walk many. Last year he pitched in 238 innings, a real workhorse, and walked only 33 batters. Strike 3 call. Headley guessing ball 4, and Herron split the plate in 2. 1, 2, 3. Go the Padres in the first. That nice looking ball cap, USS San Diego. Newly commissioned ship that's here in our harbor. It's not the first time that San Diego has been on the side of one of our naval vessels, but this is the newest.
Did you notice Buddy Black's hat had the scrambled eggs on the bill? Because he's the skipper of the Padres. He's the top dog, the big cheese.
The Admiral. Howie Kendrick, then Albert Callaspo and Eric Ibar for the Angels in the second inning. 1-1. Kendrick has hit safely in the last 13 interleague games. Out of play. Well, the Angels, in fact, last year tied the Yankees the best record in interleague play, 13-5. They're in the midst of a 10-game road trip, just as the Padres will be leaving town tomorrow night, 10 in a row, 3 in St. Louis, 4 against the Mets, and then back to Chicago for 3.
You see, they're giving him the left field line there, Dick. Speaking of that road trip, that's a long one. Traveling east, that's tough for any club.
20 straight days without a break for the Padres. Full count now. Stoltz working on Kendrick. And he walks him. Leadoff walk. That's a second free ticket. And it's time now for our Lexus Keys to the Game. Commissioner Grant.
Well, no free passes. We've noticed that Eric Stoltz have already issued 2 walks. The first one did not score in the first inning. And catch the ball. Don't extend the innings. Eric Stoltz needs to be efficient with his pitches. If you get 12, 14, maybe 15 pitches an inning, catch the ball cleanly, get outs. No miscues.
Callaspo not in the starting lineup last night. And the fastball at 86. So it looks as if it'll be a reach for Eric Stoltz to hit the 90 mark with his fastball based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah, you're going to see 88, 89 tops probably from Stoltz.
Right field, Venable. Got him with a slider. Go the other way. 1 out, and Eric Ibar steps up. Switch hitting shortstop.
Keep him off balance. Flip that breaking stuff up there.
Very deliberate, too, especially with the man on base, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So we mentioned last night wearing a terrific number. You see 53 on the back of a pitcher.
The double D, the winder, Don Drysdale.
You bet. Way out in front is Ibar, hitting 189 right-handed, 200 left-handed. Don's wife, Ann Myers Drysdale, just received today in the mail a new book that she's written based on her great athletic career. She beat up on the boys. Long look at his coach at third. Ibar. We'll see if the Halos have a play in the works.
Well, since you noticed number 53 and Don Drysdale's name was mentioned, and Dick Enberg, one of my favorites, is sitting to my right. Look at the professor. 1973 to 1978, he worked with Don Drysdale doing Angels baseball.
Well, that was the picture in the media guide for the Angels in those days, and as I've said many times, it's just like working with you. What a delight to work every day with Drysdale. He wouldn't let you have a bad time.
Yeah, we're at the yard, right?
Yeah, well, you know me. I take these games seriously. I mean, even at my age, it's not as much fun when they lose.
Right. I know it's tough, and
in Drysdale, he'd grab, hey, Professor, come on, I'll buy you a drink.
We'll do that this road trip if that happens.
Okay, let's have one.
I'll have another.
Yeah, how about that? I'll have another. Wins the Preakness today. We'll fill you in on that result. The first two legs of the Triple Crown. I'll have another. What a story. Timeout. Yes, I'll have another. Ran down Bodemeister at the wire, won by neck, and paid $840. Creative Cause, the show horse. All three horses from California, by the way. And now I'll have another. Has a chance to break that long drought since we've had a Triple Crown winner. 34 years since Affirm won all three big races. And Belmont, the toughest of the three, the longest of the three, and 3 weeks from now, I think it's almost too tough to have 3 big races in 5 weeks for a horse. I mean, they should spread that out just a little more.
That's why it's so tough, huh?
Yeah. But yet in the 70s, they had Secretariat won it, a Seattle Slew won it, Affirmed won it, all in about 5-6 years. But nothing since 78. That ball driven to deep left center field. That's up the alley, all the way to the U.S. Bank sign, and coming around third, Kendrick to score a triple for Eric Ibar. Lots of Angel fans here, and they salute that Ibar drive to left center.
It was an 0-2 pitch, and Eric Stoltz tries to bury the fastball inside, and he just didn't get it in enough. Ibar makes him pay, getting his hands through quickly. And he can scoot as well.
Yeah, triple last night. Hit by Mike Trout. And Ibar with the 1-out triple, and the Angels have the early lead. That draws the infield in. Swing and a miss by John Hester, released by the Orioles in late April and picked up quickly by the Halos. He's 28 from Atlanta, played his college ball at Stanford. He's had only 6 at bats with 2 hits. Lead-off walk. Enough set. Change up. 1-1.
And I talked to Buddy Black the other day regarding bringing the infield in. And he said, you know what, it's almost like an emergency mode. You want to absolutely keep that runner at third base. That's why I want my infielders in. Get a ground ball. Keep it at 1 run. We don't want to have the Angels have a big inning. If you play the infielders back, you get an out, but yet they get a run. That's putting a crooked number up there.
Yeah.
So they want to bank on getting a grounder here, hold that runner, and then with 2 outs back up, and hopefully get another out to get out of the inning, leave that runner stranded at third base.
One ball, 2 strikes. Hester swings and misses, strike 3. Stoltz gets him on a changeup. Big strikeout. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Dan Heron.
Big strikeout, big pitch. Down and away. You can't get hurt down and away on the changeup. Hester has to protect. Big out by Eric Stoltz.
Heron's a good hitter. Lifetime average of .227. Broken bat, ground ball. Amarista over to Alonso. And that's it for the Angels. They get a run on a hit and lead it 1-0.
some injury news for the Padres. Unfortunately, that's been a common theme. This time, Mark Kotze has been put on the 15-day DL. Kotze with a lower back strain. His last game was in Philadelphia on May 13th. Blake Ducote has been called up in his place. Ducote expected to be in town by the middle of tonight's game. It's his second stint with the team, so he has been called up. Kotz, the veteran, on the DL. Guys, back to you.
And it continues, this terrible carousel that's taking healthy players away from Bud Black and disabling them. They lead the majors. 13 players currently on the DL. That works out to 287 missed games this year, and we're just in May 19th. Alonso, line drive, base hit to center field. And he continues to be the one consistent hitter in that lineup. Last 20 games at a .351 pace.
And using the center of the diamond is a good sign as well. Going right back up the box. Need to get some base runners against Dan Herron.
Jesus Guzman at 257. Looking for his first home run of the season. 14 RBIs. Second to Headley's 20. High fly ball, left field. Trout near the line for the first out.
Talk about a mistake. That pitch, middle in. And Mark Sweeney talks about it all the time. Attacking the fastball, especially a fastball that's middle in. Kind of dipped underneath that one. And you can see the frustration on Jesus' face there in the dugout. He knew that he just missed one.
Here's Nick Hundley against Herron, the best batting average of any Padre. .391, 9 for 23. It's been 3 different seasons for Hundley. The 0 for 21 start, and then he ripped the cover off the ball, hit over 400 for a while, and now he's back into the downtime. Hopefully his experiences, positive against the pitcher he faces tonight, Herron, will awaken that bat. Ball's behind, 2 strikes.
First pitch fastball, first strike. Slider swung on and foul. Now Nick's really got to protect. Nick knows he's got that split finger. If he throws him a fastball, it's going to be elevated up and out of the zone. And what's a night at the yard without blowing bubbles?
That's what you're talking about. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Herron. And a reminder, tomorrow the Padres and the Angels at 1:05 get to the park early. Enjoy a special pregame ceremony as part of Padres salute to the military child, presented by Tri-West. Get your tickets tonight at Padres.com or call 619-795-5555. 2 outs to Everth Cabrera, looking for his first hit since being recalled. 0 for 7. Was hitting .333 at Tucson. Best batting average of any Padre minor leaguer.
Ooh, the high slider. Called for a strike. Paul now at the home plate umpire. Big zone upstairs. Best seat in the house right there. Mom's lap, front row. Taking in a big league ball game.
Fly ball into right center field. That's hit well. Borges running back, and there's that speed. Runs it down on the warning path. A 390-foot out off the bat of Everth Cabrera. No runs a hit. Man left. We go to the third. 1-0 Angels. Inning we go, and it's time for our AT&T trivia question for tonight, and here it is. Who holds the Angels rookie record for most base hits in a single season? Angels rookie record, most base hits in a single season. Guess that plays into the fact that Mike Trout, a rookie this year, might just break it because he's off to a terrific start. Trout is flied to center field tonight. Enjoyed the visit you had with this young guy. He grew up near Philadelphia, Phillies fan as a youngster.
Yeah, it was very nice for Mike to take some time out and join us.
There's another hit to his total.
Very likable kid, kind of shy, but once you get to know him a little bit, he's a high energy kid. And look at him go out and get this pitch. That ball is off the plate. If taken, definitely a ball. But it just goes to show you the wingspan he's got, the plate coverage, and that ball kind of hopped off his bat hot as well.
Yeah.
He's strong.
Often when you go out after a pitch that far outside, you just roll an easy out to either the third baseman or shortstop. But he drove that sharply through the hole. Here's Borges. He walked the first time. Again, the fastball at 86 miles an hour. Now, we saw last night that Trout can run well. He's not quite as fast as Borges, but look how he gets up that line on the bunt. Serves as a sacrifice. 2-3, and Trout moves into scoring position. Our San Diego County Credit Union factoid of the game. American League leaders, highest team batting average since May 5th. The Rangers, the Angels, and the Tigers. Yeah, those are the three over in the other league. And we're going to see the Rangers next month here at Petco Park. And we always talk about get your tickets early because you save money by purchasing them in advance, and the farther in advance the less expensive they are. Why wouldn't you want to get in line for the Rangers when they come? There goes the runner, the throw to third, and he is out of there. Trout tagged by Headley, and Nick Hundley continues to erase runners. That's the 13th man he has thrown out this year to lead the major leagues.
It had to take a perfect throw. Hundley behind the runner. Headley just catches that ball and leaves that glove right in front of the bag. Stay hot. Ooh, you know what? After second look, he might have been safe. I don't know if he got the tag on him.
Well, the tag on the left arm was late, but I thought he got the right arm before the left arm. But the fact that he had to switch over and try to tag the other arm indicates that he didn't think he got him. But a terrific throw by Hundley. Pujols into the right field corner. Venable, a long run, and he's there for the catch. No runs, a hit, and no one left for the Angels in the third. Will Venable using his speed to run down that slicing drive to right. One out. Still doesn't believe he was out. Amarista, then the pitcher, Stoltz, and Venable against Herron here in the third inning. Amarista 1 for 6. Knocked in a run last night with a ground out. Over the mound. They'll never throw him out. Base hit Amarista. Leadoff man is on.
Punching it up the center of the diamond again, like Alonso. He turns it on right out of the box, and then that little looping turn just in case the ball might get away from Hester. Or I'm sorry,
Kendrick.
Boy, that'd be a heck of a play though if Hester can get to that ball.
No, now you're talking about some real speed. Jet speed with a jet speed.
Wow. Put him all over the diamond.
Stoltz up there to move the runner along. And Pujols comes in to say something to Herron. Well, the Angels know well the talents of Amarista. He was their property for 4 years. Came over with the right-handed pitcher Don Roach in the trade for Ernesto Frieri. And Roach putting up some numbers. He threw a 2-hitter last night for Lake Elsinore. He's now 7-0 and a 1.69 ERA. So he must have some talent. That's what they were talking about. Pujols, they put a play on, but both Pujols and the third baseman, Callaspo, charging. And Amarista wisely was taking a big lead there. He could have gone.
Hey, if they're charging like that, Stoltz could handle the bat. Put the Butcher Boy on. The old Baltimore chop.
2-0 the count. Amarista, in his 5 years in the minors, hit .314 coming into this year. 116 stolen bases. Almost could fit in Pujols' back pocket, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Not in time. Safe at first is Stoltz. Hester gambled, but Amarista charging hard away from first, able to beat the throw. Sacrifice fielder's choice, and the Padres have something brewing here in the third.
It was a perfect opportunity for Hester. He just needs to throw a strike to second base. It's a little bit to the shortstop side, but the speed of Amarista on the bag, caught, you betcha. He beats it, and the Padres have something going. They turn that lineup over.
Here's Venable, grounded to first, his initial at bat.
See what speed can do for you?
And the rally towels are out. 25,000 of them gifts of the Padres tonight and tailor-made. Venable able to pull back from that curveball.
A lot of movement on that infield when Will Venable was squaring around.
A little surprised that he squared the bunt.
That just might be a show. Get infielders moving and then swing away the second pitch.
Exactly. That ball is hit well to left field. A long run for Trout. He's there tagging Amarista. Here he comes. Here comes the throw. And he beats it. Not a bad throw. And again, it was the speed of Amarista who had to hustle to tag up. And able to wheel his way to third, where the Padres can tie it on and out.
I love that because Amarista was about maybe a third of the way to third base. He realized the ball was going to be caught. Then he goes back to tag up. Here's where he goes back to tag. And I love this, being aggressive. What do you got to lose? You know, if you get thrown out, you get thrown out. utilized that speed. He utilized it getting to second base, beating the throw for the force, and he beats the throw there, getting into scoring position now at third base with 1 out.
So first and third to Cameron Maben, who grounded to short his first time up. Cameron, chance to add to his 10 RBI total. Lashes that one to right foul.
Nice catch.
Down there with our Navy friends. And of course tomorrow the short homestand will conclude. Anthony Bass against Irvin Santana. Kids Photo Day, 14 and under, to get pictures of your favorite Padres, and of course Military Kids Day. Fly ball to right. Tagging Amarista. Trumbo with the catch. Here's the throw. Here's Amarista. Scores, and it's tied at 1. Maben gets the RBI, but it was the legs of Amarista that gave the Padres the run.
Amarista playing this game of baseball like a little kid out in the sandlot. He doesn't have to slide, but he wants to get dirty, and a little clap of the hands and high fives all the way around. A little bit of energy in that Padre dugout for the kid.
So Amarista now in 3 games has a hit, has an RBI, and has a run score. Headley took a third strike on a 3-2 pitch his first time. 1-1 here in the bottom of the third at Petco before a sellout crowd.
That's another key for this game, I think, Dick, is to get this crowd going, get them into this game.
Heron with an easy comebacker and the underhand flip for the out. But the Padres on Amarista's single, moving to second on the sacrifice, to third on a fly ball, and coming home on another fly ball. Sacrifice fly from Maben. 1-1. Go the Angels and the Padres, and let's go to our AT&T trivia question for the night, and the answer as to the Angels rookie most base hits in that rookie season.
Wally Joyner.
Yeah, you did say that without any help. Wally Joyner, 172 hits in 1986.
Wally World. Oh yeah, he was the big hit in Anaheim his rookie season.
Yeah, I was there for 40 of those games. Mr. Autry asked me to come back. It was the 25th anniversary of the Angels franchise, and so I went up the freeway from San Diego to call 40 of the games. And Joyner, the rookie, was certainly a pleasant addition to that team. And wherever and whenever he hit, he could he could make contact. He had great hand-eye. Well, they call him Trumbomb. Mark Trumbo, last year as a rookie, led all first-year players in home runs, 29, runs batted in 87. Finished second in Rookie of the Year balloting. That went off the fist, charged by Cabrera, throws him out. Well, speaking of Rookie of the Year candidates in the National League this year, Bryce Harper, as the season progresses, he'll pick up support. Freddie Galvis, we saw how well he fields the position at second. Decent average. Yonder Alonso's got to be considered. Wade Miley, 4-1.
Kirk Neuenhuis with the New York Mets is having a nice year in 38 games, hitting 282 for the Metropolitans.
But right now, Alonso's numbers jump out at you.
Yes, they do.
Kendrick walked and scored. Led off in the second with a walk. Came around on the triple by Eric Ibar. So in the series, in just 11 innings, Padre pitching has walked 9 men, and 3 of them became runs. When you think about the talent on this Angels roster, I mean, this team on the field's good. They don't have Torrey Hunter. Vernon Wells isn't in the lineup tonight.
Right.
I mean, they've got, and Morales is not in the lineup because he's basically their DH. That one lands in the second deck. American League rookies, William Chen with the Orioles, 4-0. Mike Trout. Cespedes of the A's, the Cuban youngster. Strike 3. Kendrick caught looking. That's the second strikeout for Eric Stoltz.
Well, Eric Stoltz, this inning in particular, working down in the zone. The called fastball there to Kendrick. But the ground ball to Mark Trumbo was a breaking ball down in the zone as well. So at the knees or below, you're going to be successful. It's exactly what he's doing this evening.
Albert Callaspo steps in. Fly to right his first time. The American League rookies, we didn't get a chance to finish that. Seattle's catcher they got from the Yankees, Jesus Montero. We're going to see him on this interleague play. And Yu Darvish, he probably gets the Rookie of the Year award. Is back deep. Guzman almost with his back planted on the wall. A long out. Callaspo. Angels go in order in the fourth. In the bottom of the fourth, Alonso, Guzman, and Huntley coming up. half of the fourth inning. Alonso, Guzman, and Hundley, middle three of the Padre order, against Dan Herron, a 1-1 tie. Couldn't be more even to this point. A run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left for both sides. Alonso, one of the 2 Padre hits, a line single to center. Slider in on his hands, 1-1. And 2 left on base for the Angels, 2 left on base for the Padres. Two and two. That's that split finger.
Well, Mark Sweeney is down by the dugout. He's got a bird's eye view of the pitchers tonight. Mark, 2 pitchers that aren't hard throwers.
Yeah, definitely with Herron.
Got him.
Herron definitely wants to finish you off with that split finger, but he likes to throw it, you know, in hitters' counts, especially for a strike, just to take some off it with movement. And you can see that late movement at the end of the strike zone.
Yeah, he threw it there to Alonso, dipping down and away. And the key to that split finger fastball, staying on top of it. The ball comes out kind of funky off that index finger.
Guzman flied to left. First at bat. You know, Herron's been a tough luck pitcher. His run support, 2 runs per game. That's all. In fact, the last 3 times he started, the Angels have been shut out. That's hard to believe. They've been shut out more than any team, 8 times.
That's incredible.
Yeah, Pujols is part of that. He hasn't hit up to the expectations. 2-1. Not much of a swing on a 2-0 pitch from Guzman. He was fooled. It's just fastball.
Yep, it was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball down below the knees.
That's looped to right, hanging on the line, and falls fair. Guzman on his way to second base, on his way to third base. A bloop triple for Jesus Guzman. Oh my. A little wedge shot down the right field line, and it had enough English to kick into the bullpen.
Yeah, that's the key. As that ball slices towards the line, the first hop. And let's see, you know, when you look at Trumbo down the right field line, just curious to find out if they scored at a double and an error. Guzman's watching the play. He kind of held up a little bit. Trumbo had a little bit of trouble. Bottom line.
Yeah, they give an error to Trumbo. So it's a double. Moves to third on the air by the right fielder. But good hustle by Guzman all the way.
Absolutely.
Nick Hundley with a chance to give the Padres a 2-1 lead as the infield draws in. Callaspo and Ibar on the left side, Kendrick and Pujols on the right side on the edge of the grass. Ground ball, and the third baseman able to corral it. And Hundley unable to get the run in on and out. So that's the one place on the infield that was the toughest of all to score, and I guess the contact play was not on with the infield in. Callaspo across the Pujols, 2 away. And there have been some disappointing numbers throughout the course of this first 40 games. And we're at the quarter pole. We're 1/4 of the way through the season with the game tonight. And one of the most disappointing has been the man at third and 1 out, and how few times Bud Black's team has been able to get that man home.
Yes.
On and out. Situation hitting, which they talked about and worked on all spring long. Cabrera then with 2 out. Hit the ball a ton his first time, straightaway center field, a 390-foot out.
Also, Professor, the defense, you know, quarter of the way through, 40 errors for the Padres as we're a quarter way through the season. That's got to get buttoned up as well.
Waved at and missed that split finger. Cabrera 0 for 8 thus far. in the dirt and blocked by Hester of the split. So 2-2 the count to Everth Cabrera. 2 gone. The go-ahead score 90 feet away. Guzman at third base. Eric Stoltz watching intently. He's given the Padres 4 good innings. Outside, another split.
If Dan Herron gets the feel for that split, he'll throw it any time.
50 pitches so far for Herron. Bounce to the right side. Kendrick to Pujols. And the Padres with an opportunity, unable to get the run home from third with 1 out. It stays 1-1. Brought to you by Sequan Casino. Get away for the day at the all-new Sequan Casino, San Diego's destination for casino gaming and excitement. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer. And here we go, top of the 5th inning, and the Angels bring up the lower third of their order. Ibar, Hester, and Herron, the pitcher. Ibar with the big blow for the Halos, a triple to drive in their run in the 2nd inning. Long ball hit to the deep reaches of left center field. And he hits this one hard. A low liner. Will that get in? No, it's up against the wall. And Ibar with a triple and now a double to lead off the 5th inning. That was a laser.
First pitch, fastball hunting, and he connects. Oh. If he elevates that one, it's a different story. Keeps him in the yard. Now Eric Stoltz has got to really go to work to try to leave him stranded. Oh, he's geared for the fastball. Just didn't get it down and away. I like his hustle out of the box as well.
Yeah, he was thinking triple.
You know, Dick and Mark, coming to the ballpark yesterday, they had early batting practice. The Angels did. And you saw Eric Ibar out there working the opposite field. Not to hit it over there, but to let that ball get deeper. We always talk about that. And obviously he's taking some nice swings tonight.
John Hester, the catcher, struck out the first time with Ibar on third with 1 out. And that was key because then the pitcher Herron grounded out. And the Angels settled for the 1 run. We're tied at 1, 5th inning, no one out, and Ibar with that ringing double to left. Change up. 1-1 to Hester. 2 balls and a strike.
Eric Stoltz is the type of pitcher to where if he tries to overthrow that fastball, he's going to get into trouble. Because when he's nice and easy with that fastball, it might create a little bit of movement, therefore avoid the sweet spot. I think that last fastball, maybe he tried to hump it up a little bit, and it was up and away for a ball. Changeup.
3-1. He's walked a couple and struck out 2.
Here's an opportunity where I think pitchers can help themselves out. Maybe try to run a pickoff play at second base, huh? Ibar might be getting a little froggy out there. Get a little timing play, maybe.
Well, thinking right along with you, Mud.
Just, as a pitcher, and there's runners on base, the percentages might not go in your favor, but there's always that one chance you can get an out by throwing to one of the bases for a pickoff.
Ball 4. So 2 on with no one out here in the 5th inning. And a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, look forward to Miller Time later in tonight's game. Brought to you by Miller Lite.
You'll be hearing that sound on the road quite a bit. What do you think of that, Professor?
Are you buying this trip?
Why not?
Well, that's what I've been asking.
A little powwow on the mound there. First and second.
Dick and Mark, interesting thing. You see Buddy going out there, setting the defense, making sure they're going too. Mike Scioscia also came out even before Bud Black and had a meeting with Dan Herron. They don't usually go over signs because in the American League, the pitchers don't hit. Bud Black understands this. Dan Herron can handle the bat too as well.
Mark, you know what I liked about that meeting? We had a chance to see Bud Black. It was almost like they were in a huddle, and he was the quarterback talking to everybody. I mean, you could just tell by his body language, upbeat, positive, making sure everybody knew their assignments, and just, picking up the spirits of everybody out there in the field. That's what Buddy's so good at.
Yeah, one of Buddy Black's strengths definitely is communicating.
So Herron shows the bunt early. And it's the perfect bunt to the third baseman. That's exactly how you should do it. And Marista covering at first base, and Ibar took a big turn, but he had that luxury because Headley was way in on the grass. Perfectly executed.
And Marista came up throwing or acting like he was going to throw to third base, but there was nobody there. But that's where Guzman, the left fielder, he could tuck in behind there. Come in and underneath the radar and try to cover that third base bag just in case.
So second and third with 1 out to the leadoff man, young Mike Trout. He has a single and 2 at bats tonight after going 3 for 4 last night. Strike 1 with the fastball at 87. At Salt Lake City, he was hitting .403, and the Angels, they wanted him to stay down a bit longer. They just couldn't afford to do it. They had to call him up. That was on April 28th. So he's been up almost 4 weeks. He's had 6 multi-hit games in the last 9 to hit .429. And he's 1 for 2 already this evening. Headley and Alonso are bag high at the corners, with Cabrera and Amarista back up the middle. That's the best fastball he's thrown, 89.
And I was just about to say, if Stoltz is going to throw a fastball in to Trout, better make sure you get it in. Catches too much of the plate, he can hurt you.
Left-handed Hoosier. 1-1 the count. Stoltz swung on and missed it. A changeup.
Hey, Mike Trout is at the plate, right? Eric Stoltz played for the Hiroshima Carp. So we got a fight between the Carp and the Trout. And if you ever hook the Carp, those are the tough fish, man. I'm telling you what, tough to reel in. I'm betting on the Carp this battle.
We got a bass tomorrow too. Well, weekends are for fishing, aren't they? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out of play. That was 91 on the radar, the fastest yet. So maybe getting a bit looser.
A little extra fuzz on the heater.
He was 1-1 at Charlotte this year, the AAA Farm Club of the White Sox, with a 2.20 ERA. Count levels at 2-2. Ibar at third, Hester at second. Ibar lead off double, then the walk to Hester, sacrificed by Heron.
Well, Mark Sweeney down on the field there. You know, you guys had a nice discussion regarding Bryce Harper of the Nationals and Mike Trout. Your thoughts, Mark Sweeney?
Well, I like Mike Trout. I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but I like this, how he has a short swing, Mike Trout does. But you look at Bryce Harper, he is violent. And that's what he's going to have to tone that down a little bit. And when he does tone it down, he's not going to lack in power. He's going to definitely stroke it. But these two players are the future of Major League Baseball.
One in each leg. Ground ball up the middle. That'll get the run home. Cabrera.
Oh!
Did he get him? Just barely. Trout, can he fly up the line? He thought he had beaten the throw. It was close. Bang, bang. Angels take the lead 2-1. Credit Trout with his 10th RBI.
My goodness. From the right side of the batter's box, Mike Scioscia's going to have a chat with Doug Eddings.
Oh, just like a sprinter out of the blocks.
Too close to call, huh? Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, he got him.
Yeah, he was out.
But when you run that fast, it looks like you're going to be safe. Scioscia completes his argument with Doug Eddings there at first.
Yeah, his foot was about a foot off the bag when the ball was in Alonso's glove.
Good call.
Yep.
And guys, you know what the problem is? Mike Scioscia didn't go out there and protest the call. I think he went out there because he didn't like how Eddings really mouthed towards Mike Trout. He said, "You go look at it." That's something that I think Mike Scioscia was arguing about.
Alfredo Griffin hearing that conversation, the first base coach. The catcher Hester moves to third on the play. 2-1 now to the visitors, as a leadoff double has paid off. Stoltz trying to hold it right there. Peter Borges has walked and sacrificed, so no official at bat as yet. So down from your point of view, Mike Sweeney, you have to marvel, Mark Sweeney, at the speed of this young kid Trout.
Well, he can do a lot of things on the baseball field. Obviously, we've chronicled his speed, especially getting around the bases, but he definitely got down. I think Cabrera underestimated his speed right there.
He sure did. Borges fouls it away, and the count is 1-2.
I tell you what, I have to admit, I was watching the ball off the bat and watching Cabrera, but then all of a sudden when I looked up, the ball in flight to first, he's like, oh my gosh, he's going to beat it out.
And nearly did.
He's fun to watch.
So he's got another RBI. He's got a base hit tonight. Oh, to be 20 and in the big leagues. Fouled away. It remains 1-2.
And with that, guys, you'll see the infielders, they're going to have to take a step up because of that, and it opens all kinds of holes. You're going to see infield hits off of Mike Trout's bat, but you're also going to see guys that are defending in different areas that they're not used to.
And that opens up those alleys when you have to come in even a step. It's minuscule in many ways, but that's the difference between an outstanding glove play and a ball squeaking through to the outfield. Good block by Hundley. Now the Dodgers have a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the fourth at home against St. Louis. The other National League West team, Seattle, defeated Colorado 10-3. Giants shut out Oakland 4-0. Vogelsong with a one-hitter. Ground ball to Alonso. Inning is over. The Angels claim the lead. It's 2-1 at the halfway mark.
It's because the Padres, and I'm really thankful. I mean, I don't play for the Padres anymore, but I mean, I always gonna be a Padres in my heart. I always gonna keep the Padres with me.
Now that's why, that's our Geico quote of the game from Ernesto Frieri, and that's why he was such a popular member of this team. I mean, he really was the longest standing Padre when he was traded to the Angels, and the Padres will always be in his heart.
And he is missed by his teammates. His former teammates of the Padres. After that trade, talked to a lot of the pitchers down in that bullpen. They said, "Boy, we are really going to miss Big Earn. We wish him well."
Well, here's the man, one of the two acquired in that trade, Amarista, and he gets the count to 3-0. Heron, typically good control, has not walked a man, but has fallen behind 3-0 to Amarista, who has a single and scored the Padre run. Strike with a fastball. Laid in an 87-mile-an-hour fastball to get that first strike. Eric Stoltz has a bat on deck, and that's ball 4. Amarista, leadoff walk.
Friday on Fox Sports San Diego, catch a new episode of Padres POV. Join Kerry Chow as he gets up close and personal with the Padres both on and off the field. Padres POV, Friday at 3 p.m. on Fox Sports San Diego, presented by Sycuan Casino.
One of the many features, Fox Sports San Diego, covering the Padres.
Speaking of POV, that's a nice point of view right there. That camera shot looking into Petco Park.
Here's Stoltz up there to bunt, and it's a good one. Well done. So a couple of sacrifices for Stoltz in his 2 at-bats.
Up in front of the box, she is front foot near that chalk line. More fair territory to work with, and deadening that ball perfectly off the end of the bat. High fives all the way around for the starting pitcher.
That'll give Venable and Maben a crack at tying it up. Amarista led off with a single in the 3rd inning, came around to score eventually on a sacrifice fly by Maben. Now he's been bunted to second base with 1 out, and Venable the hitter, grounded to first and fly to left. Rick Renteria, bench coach with Bud Black. Don't talk much about Renteria, but what a valued member of the coaching staff he is.
Absolutely.
Fouled at the plate.
Very smart baseball man, Rick Renteria.
And being bilingual, a major help in that regard,
Yeah.
in communicating with the Spanish-speaking players on the team. Hits great fungos. Throws batting practice.
He's Buddy's right-hand man on the bench.
Yeah, he's
the bench coach.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Ted Simmons, before Renteria, was the bench coach, you remember. Now with the Seattle Mariners in their administrative offices, but he still, part of the deal was he could live in St. Louis.
Right.
Grounded foul. 2-2 to Venable. Amarista ready to scoot. And the Padres in this series are 0 for 11 in runners in scoring position. Is this the time to deliver? Venable. Strike 3 call. 4 strikeouts now for Herron.
When you have that cutter, you have that split finger, the curveball tucked in the back of your mind, and then Herron throws that little two-seam fastball. That is perfectly placed. And he freezes Will Venable right on the inside corner. Mark Sweeney down by the dugout. That, as a hitter, that's sometimes the case, right? You have those other off-speed pitches.
Yeah, you're looking for that split finger because he likes to finish that off, but you always have to hit off the fastball too, Mud.
Yeah.
And look for that and then adjust if that split finger is up in the strike zone. Makes it very difficult, but that's why Dan Herron is considered that nasty guy that can put people away.
Maven knocked in the run with a sacrifice fly to right field in the third. He grounded out to short the other time. Maven is 3 for the last 21. That's why his average has dipped down to 207. And down on the count, 2 strikes.
I don't think Maven's going to see anything straight here. Split finger, cutter away.
Boy, that one hopped, and Amarista, as soon as he saw that ball free, he was on his way to third. He is quick.
Yes, he is. Once he sees daylight there, gotta go. GTG for Amarista.
And Mark, as you know, the luxury of being on second base too. If you pick up those signs, you see it's a split finger, and you know the signs that they're working, you can anticipate that ball in the dirt. Did a nice job on that. Reacted really quick.
1-2 to Maven. Line drive, base hit. Amarista scores. It's tied at 2. Maven knocking in both runs tonight.
Oh, you got to love the 2-out knock. And how about the mistake by Herron? That was the fastball. We haven't seen many fastballs tonight, straight fastballs. We've seen the cutter, we've seen the curveball, we've seen the split. But Cameron Maven was all over that fastball. Yes, it was a mistake, and Maven wins that war. Nicely done.
And Maven now the top base stealer for the Padres with a dozen. A threat to go, and Herron picked him off. He caught Maven leaning. But Cameron Maven has done some damage tonight against Dan Herron. A sacrifice fly for the first run and a line drive single to tie it up here in the 5th inning. Hey, nothing like a little parlor mob in the middle of a ball game, huh? Isn't that great?
Oh man, that's so awesome.
2 runs, 4 hits for the Padres. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Angels. Pujols leads it off, up twice, 2 fly ball outs to right fielder Will Venable. The full shift on with no one on base, and he takes a strike. They stack up 3 infielders on the left side, and lonely Yonder Alonso over there between first and second. Ground ball at Headley. Across to Alonso, 1 away. Pujols is 1 for 7 in the series.
Making short work of King Albert. Fastball for a strike. Changeup, once again, reaching for it off the end of the bat. He's not on that one at all. You can see the barrel of that bat on contact rolling over for the old 5-3 play.
Yeah, Mark Sweeney, the body language of Pujols is telling it all. He's just disgusted with how things have gone here, and the early going is a new Angel. A hellish time for the new Angel, Albert Pujols. Change up on that last delivery from Stoltz, and the count is 0-1 to Mark Trumbo. Here in the month of May, hitting well over 400 since May 2nd, 444, 15 games. Change up. You see a little bit in the body build of Trumbo, Troy Gloss.
Oh, good call. Yeah, Carlsbad High product, and played for the Angels many years. Good call, Professor.
2 strikes on Trumbo, who was popped to short and grounded to short. Well, quite a partnership tonight. Amarista and Maben. Amarista scoring both runs, and Maben knocking him home both runs. Off the fist. 2 nice hops to Headley, who has taken care of both Pujols and Trumbo's ground balls. And we'd like to take care of you, the new Miller Lite Punch Top Can, for a smoother pour. Not just a good time, it's Miller time.
How many O's in that smooth?
It'd be more if we just had a taste, you know? If we were like the
Just
good
a little
old days.
taste, yeah.
The good old days.
Just a little bit to touch the lips a little bit and get us going.
Now, there were rumors that Harry Carey would have a little suds underneath.
Rumors, though.
Just rumors.
Really?
Ground ball. Cabrera boots it. He rounded it off in order to get in front of it, and commits the error.
Now, we've seen Everett Cabrera make that play many, many times. Routine grounder. You know, he did the right thing as far as rounding the baseball to get in front of it. Just hit off the fingers of the glove.
So Kendrick safely aboard with 2 outs. Here's Albert Callaspo, who flirted with a home run to left field his first time.
That's just a good old-fashioned boot. And that was one of the keys to the games, Dick, remember? Catch the ball. Don't extend the innings.
Yeah, those 4-out innings will get you.
Yeah. The extra outs will kill you. And the pitch count for Stoltz now continues.
The what outs?
Extra.
Oh, my yes. Change up. It's been a good pitch for.
Yes, it has.
Stoltz all night long.
A manager's mind is always in motion, is it not?
Yeah.
24/7.
They say you shouldn't take it home with you, but you have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not roster moves and who you're going to put in the lineup and pitching changes and double switches. You're dealing with a 25-man roster of personalities on and off the field that you have to contend with.
And
family issues.
They are varied personalities.
Yeah, family issues, personal issues.
Fastball for a strike. 1-1. And as I'm sure as Buddy's driving on, and well, how about the media? And then win or lose, you got to face the media both before the game to do a press conference and after the game.
Yep.
Back up the middle, and Amarista positioned perfectly and makes the out himself at the Keystone. No runs, no hits, an error, no one left. To tie, bring up Headley, Alonso, and Guzman. Takes the first pitch out of the zone. Headley ranks 8th in the National League. Most pitches taken per at bat, 4.14. You'd think it'd be even higher than that. Sometimes he does go first ball hunting. Emilio Bonifacio of the Marlins looks at more tosses than anyone, 4.54 per at bat. So it figures that we'll see at least another pitch here. Nope. There's 4 pitches that at bat. That's going to be a tough play. And just in time. Ibar barely nailing Headley on a close call.
Not an easy play on the, oh my gosh, on the backhand and then on the run. And I'm wondering, does Pujols pull his foot? No, he kind of keeps it on, don't you think?
Kind of.
It was close. Kind of. I like that.
And that's an old trick by first baseman. The ground ball by Alonso by the first baseman, but backed up by Kendrick. And there's 2 quick outs here in the 6th inning on ground balls, and Guzman will step up.
Hey, Padre fans, get to the park early Friday, June 1st for the Padres Beer Fest presented by Verizon. Enjoy beer tastings from your favorite breweries before your Padres take on the D-backs. Party starts at 5. First pitch is 7:05. Get your tickets today. Get online, Padres.com, or get on the horn, 619-795-5555. Cocktails.
That's against the D-backs that weekend. That's when the Padres come back from this long road trip. Next homestand. Guzman pops it up. Pujols backpedals, now in foul territory. Boy, that was a quick and easy inning for Dan Hare, and it remains tied at 2 at Petco.
Getting ready to give you the best we can on the postgame show. We're hoping for a Padres win here. Should be a fun one. This Alexi Amarista has been a lot of fun to watch today. A lot of hustle in his game.
You know, Mike, we talk about energy and, getting on base. That's what you have to do first. And you can see the speed on the base pass. That's what I love. And he's getting dirty. Amarista is adding energy to this ball game.
How about the starter, Eric Stoltz, looking pretty good?
Yeah, he's doing a nice job keeping guys and mixing and matching, using that changeup.
So Amarista, Stoltz, who knows what else we'll have for you on the postgame show. We'll have all that. Plus, of course, you're going to hear from Buddy Black. We'll see you after the last pitch. Guys?
All right, Michael and Mark. Sounds like the Angel batting order. Mike Trout and Mark Trumbo, Mike and Mark, but we can match that, huh, with those two chaps.
Absolutely. I love Pomeranz and Sweeney. Good combo.
So Stoltz goes into the 7th inning. This is the longest outing for him this year. With the White Sox, went 6 frames against Cleveland on May 7th. Takes a strike. Does Ibar, running up as if to bunt. Well, he's got a potential big night going for him. He's got the double and the tough one, the triple. He needs a single and a home run for the cycle. For a guy hitting under 200 coming in. Hester and then the pitcher Heron to follow.
Luke Gregerson heating up in the Padre pen. Change up.
Fair ball. And safe at first is Ibar. A tough chance as Headley taking that kangaroo hop right at the bag, so he had to fight the bag in his periphery.
Yeah, kind of stabbing at it. That's the natural reaction for a third baseman or any position player going up for a baseball. Let's see if he stabs at it a little bit. Just couldn't find the handle. Kind of maybe squeezes the glove a little bit too early, anticipating that ball in the glove, or looked like it might have hit the heel and then it worked its way up through the webbing.
Ruled an infield single, so Ibar's got 3/4 of the cycle, needs the home run, which he has not hit all year. But he's not convinced that was a fair ball. You can follow Fox Sports San Diego's coverage of the Padres with MLB.com at Bat 12 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. You get live audio, you get live video highlights, you get pitch tracking, and much more. Text at Bat to 31826 or visit Padres.com for details.
Now it's where the ball is touched, and the left-hander Bud Black wants to go down and talk with Kerwin Danley.
Former San Diego State teammates. All right, here's a good look at it.
Yeah, kind of tough to tell from there because the camera angle is off. It's not on the on the foul line.
Well, it sure looks like he's touching that in foul territory, doesn't it? On that shot. That was a legitimate play to debate. Leadoff man on here in the 7th. And here's Hester, the catcher. He struck out and walked. So each team with 4 hits. Again, the totals are identical. 2 runs, 4 hits, an error for each side. Angel bullpen busy. Jordan Walden begins loosening up.
A little discussion with Dino Ebel, the third base coach for the Angels, getting the signs straight. Well, the ideal situation here, get that hard bunt maybe to Stoltz or one of the infielders and get that lead runner at second base.
Full house here at Petco tonight. 43,427. Great to see the fans here at Petco, and we're going to have another good turnout tomorrow. 30,000 plus. So this series will attract well over 100,000. $74,816 for the first two games. One strike to Hester.
Certainly slowing down the pace. My goodness, with the signs at third base.
Bunts right through that pitch. 1-2. Changeup. Heron, the pitcher, on deck. We saw how well he handled the bat and the sacrifice in the fifth inning.
It'll be interesting to see if Hester does bunt him over. Mike Scioscia might send up a pinch hitter.
So with two strikes on him, Hester swinging away. Double checks now to see whether with a count 1-2. Scioscia wants him to lay down a bunt. In the dirt. One o'clock game tomorrow. Noon for our Padres Live. Anthony Bass with that sparkling 2.87 ERA, 2.4 record against Irvin Santana, who's 2-6 for the Angels. And 1 o'clock game, noon for Padres Live. And then the Padres will hop on the charter flight to St. Louis for the first of three Monday night. Then to Gotham for 4. And then spinning back on a U-turn to Chicago for 3 at Wrigley. 3-day games.
Yeah.
Fouled away.
Hey, some good weather on hand too coming up on this road trip. Believe it or not, they've got this website called the Weather Channel, and it's pretty cool. You can actually look ahead to the city you're going to and see like a 10-day forecast. It's really awesome. And this road trip, all the cities I checked, it's going to be in the high 70s and 80s.
Including Chicago.
All three, yeah. So daytime baseball at Wrigley, the Ivy's coming in. The Suds will be flowing. A lot of old styles.
The 2-2 pitch. And again fouled away by Hester. Well, the weather the last time to Philadelphia and Washington wasn't bad either.
Well, you mentioned it, Dick. Tomorrow, final game of the homestand. Fox Sports San Diego coming at you at noon with Padres Live. Pomerantz Sweeney. Have a little lunch with the boys. And then watch Anthony Bass go after Mike Trout. See who wins the battle of the fishes. One of them is going to be sleeping with the fishes.
Just missed on that pitch. And the count goes full to Hester. Where was that last one? A little high.
Yep. Up and in.
See if the runner's going here. 3-2. Not likely. Ground ball to short. Headley cuts it off. There's one. Back to first. Not in time. And Marista, not a big man. Probably they list him at 5'7". He's probably around 5'5" to match the number on his back. And He had to get out of the way of the slide of Ibar.
Yeah, and anytime the third baseman can take that bouncing ball in front of the shortstop, he's got the right of way. His momentum is going towards second base. Hey, nice pick by Alonso, also keeping that ball in front of him in his glove, preventing that ball from going to the stands and the runner going in a scoring position.
And the trade-off is positive for the Padres in that Ibar, a much faster runner, eliminated. And now Hester, the catcher, at first. And Heron squaring to bunt. Out in front of the plate, Hundley does not go to second. I thought he was. And, ooh, the throw to Amarista. Not much of a target to throw to there. The sacrifice is good. Second sacrifice hit for Heron today.
Well, Nick Hundley, like a cat, checking the runner, and as I always say, when in doubt, get the out. That's exactly what he does.
I thought with Hester not a fast runner, he might go for the throw. And here comes Bud Black out. Well, Eric Stoltz in his debut as a Padre has given all that Buddy Black could have asked for.
Yeah, Buddy's going to give him a pep talk. You threw a great game, kid. Nice night in the big leagues. Everything we asked you to do. We'll get you a win. We'll hold them right here and we'll get you a win. Or get the team a win, rather.
Yeah, Eric Stoltz gets a Padre ovation. Standing ovation by the dugout there on the first base side. Well done, left-hander.
Fox Sports San Diego, and if you've ever noticed the right field foul pole, it is a tailor-made golf club. A rocket balls driver, to be exact, and it's something that Dave Roberts, first base coach, got to check out when he went to the tailor-made headquarters. Sometimes it's a really tough life for these guys. You go to a beautiful headquarters, you get to try out a new driver, and Dave Roberts said he added 34 yards to his drive with that new driver, so not bad numbers either. Tough day at the office sometimes, you guys. Dick Enberg, Mark Grant, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Layla. Good looking swing.
Oh, he got out of that one. Tears in his eyes, I guess. Cinderella story.
So Luke Gregerson comes in with the tie-breaking run out at second base and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. There are his numbers: 18 games, 18 innings, .234 batting average against. He'll face the young rookie Mike Trout. 1 for 3 with a run batted in on a ground ball.
And nothing more that Luke Gregerson wants than to leave that inherited runner out there at second base. He's the responsibility of Stoltz.
Starts him with a slider high and inside. Hester at second base, 2 out.
2-0.
Well, Stoltz can't get the win, but he sure can get the loss and no decision, right? So Luke Gregerson wants to leave that runner out there. And that's a slider that's not sliding. Leaves it up and in a little bit. Nice job, young man. Good 6 2/3 innings of work. 4 hits surrendered by Stoltz.
Two balls and a strike now to Mike Trout. Well, again, the Preakness winner, and it's good news for racing here in California because all 3 horses that placed, I'll Have Another, Bodemeister, and Creative Cause, are from California. 1, 2, 3 at the Preakness, and I'll Have Another, a chance at the Triple Crown. Hasn't been done in 34 years. He can win the Belmont. 2-1. These Petco Park thoroughbreds. Line drive left field, but it's carrying right to go. Oh my! Almost too far is it carrying as Guzman had to leap up and spear that one to deny Mike Trout. Oh my! Bottom of the 7th, still tied at 2. Angels 2. Hundley, Cabrera, Amarista the bat for the home side. 0 for 2 is Hundley tonight. Struck out and grounded to third.
Well, Herron doing a nice job tonight as far as pitch count is concerned. 73 pitches here to start the 7th inning.
Line drive, base hit for Hundley. That's the way to get it started.
And good for Nick, getting aboard with a base knock. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Need to get Nick Hundley going. And that's a good start for the Padre catcher. Little cut fastball down and away. He stays on it nicely. Good extension, good swing. Great result. Great kid, Nick Hundley. Good egg.
It's interesting how that expression developed, evolved. A good egg or a bad egg.
Right.
Cabrera pulls back and takes ball 1. Everett has sent a long fly ball out to deep center field and grounded to second base as he looks for his first hit since recall. As you see Chris Denorfia getting loose down in the lip of the dugout. Would undoubtedly hit for the pitcher Gregerson, and it's ball 2 inside. Aaron has walked only one man, but was the leadoff walk to Amarista in the 5th inning. He came around to score on Maben single to tie the game at 2. Amarista on deck, and then
For the moment, it looks like Denorfia would hit in the 9th spot. You know, on this day, exact day, May 19th, 8 years ago, there was nearly a bedlam in the Big Apple at Yankee Stadium, because the Yankees announced that they no longer would sell Cracker Jacks at the ballpark.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's the bunt. Well done. Karen, almost beating it out was Cabrera. We've seen some speed tonight. No argument from skipper Buddy Black. That's good hustle by Cabrera.
That was close. That was very close. You just love to see a runner who's got speed go 100%, even though it's a sacrifice situation.
He was out, but not by much.
Yep.
1-3 on the sacrifice, and Amarista and a pinch hitter will have a chance to give the Padres the lead here in the 7th. Hundley moves into scoring position. Amarista walked and scored the last time. Singled and scored. And he loops this one down the left field line. Falls for a hit. Here comes Hundley. Here comes the throw. And the Padres take the lead. 3-2. Alexi Amarista, the star tonight. He moves into second base on the throw to the plate that was not cut off.
Nice job going the other way. And watch him run as Hundley comes around to score. Alexei! Yes! He's fun to watch, isn't he?
Yeah, there's some quick love emanating from Petco Park for this young guy. I mean, the fact that he's little and fast right away, you want to embrace him. Looks like he's got a little punch in that bat, too. I mean, he's a lifetime 300 hitter in the minors for the Angels. And they had to give up something talented in order to get Frieri. And Amarista, he's shown us he's got quick hands and quick feet.
He's getting the business from Eric Ibar at shortstop for the Angels. He's giving him the business a little bit.
He gets an RBI single and he moves to second on the throw to the plate. Here's Denorfia. Out of play.
Amarista's on second base after taking it on the throw and talking with Ibar. Ibar's giving him the business there, former teammates.
Still just one out here in the 7th. Oh, Amarista had a big jump off the bag at second. There was a thought, and this is the time you're going to steal third with one out. This is the time to try it. Shortstop Ibar is way over into the hole. And Denorfia fouls it off. 1-2. Kansas City beats Arizona tonight 7-3. Dodgers still lead 2-0 in the 7th inning over St. Louis up north. Giants won 4-0. And Seattle beat Colorado 10-3. Those are the NL West results. Padres hoping to find themselves in the win column in this interleague battle tonight. They lead at 3-2 for the first time. They're in front. Inside on a split. 2-2 to Chris Denorfia. He's been the pinch hitter supreme this year for the Padres. 3 for 6. And a run batted in. In the dirt, Amarista had thoughts. Didn't quite roll far enough away. That split.
I'll tell you one thing. Perrin's not having any reservations about throwing that split finger, even with the speed of Amarista on second base. Split finger again. Bounced. Hester
Nice job keeping the front off with the mask. Check that runner.
Full count on Chris Denorfia with Amarista. RBI single to give the Padres the lead. Ready to race from second. He's drawn plenty of attention from the defense of the Angels.
That's what speed will do.
Struck him out. The 5th strikeout of the night for Dan Herron. So 2 out. It'll be up to Will Venable. Venable 0 for 3. Ground out, fly out, struck out.
Got him with the cut fastball. Up and away.
Well, here's the good news for the Padres. When they're leading after 7 innings this year, they're 11-0.
Hey, that's a testament to their bullpen, right? Mike Scioscia is going to make a change.
So let's have a Cracker Jack while why don't we try some out? Pitcher is Hisanori Takahashi for the Angels. Safe Hands Fox Sports Game Connect, the ultimate online experience, is there for you to have and enjoy. Log on, take part in the most interactive forum during Padre games. Stats, trends, exclusive analysis, and live Twitter feeds. Plus, you can even share your thoughts with the game broadcast. Fox Sports Game Connect, now available on FoxSportsSanDiego.com. Takahashi brought in lefty to face left-handed hitting Will Venable. 13th game appearance. 9 2/3 innings.
This 37-year-old left-hander throws a fastball, change, slider, and a curve. Basically just a 2-pitch pitcher at times. Fastball, change up. He will flip the slider and curve up there at times.
Big run out there, insurance run for the Padres. Starts him with a slider for a strike. Takahashi pitched 10 years for the Yomiuri Giants in Tokyo. They won the Japanese World Series in 2009. He was a star pitcher. Line, but right at the center fielder. Oh, that's tough hitting luck. Venable drills it, but right to Borges. Amarista, they're going to call that a double now. So he has a double, a single, a walk, and a score, too. Time now for our Carl's Jr. star of the game. Is there any doubt about Alexi Amarista? Singled, scored, walked, scored, doubled in a run to give the Padres the lead 3-2. Our Carl's Jr. star of the game.
Putting the ball in play, making contact, and utilizing that speed. Havoc on the bases, and that's exactly what the Padres need. And these fans love it on a Saturday night.
Andrew Kashner comes in to work the 8th inning. As we told you, the Padres, when they lead going into the 8th inning, have won every game. The Angels, on the other hand, have lost every game when trailing going to the 8th inning. They're 0-17. Fireballing Kashner. Tough to hit.
Yeah, these hitters for the Angels are going to have to turn up the dial.
So I was telling you the Cracker Jack story at Yankee Stadium when they decided they weren't going to sell Cracker Jacks. I mean, that's part of our, the 7th inning stretch. And the fans totally revolted. They wanted to sell Brunch and Munch, the Yankees did. They said that tastes much better. And they did the research on it, and they said it was because it wasn't in the box anymore, but they were coming out 8 years ago is when they started packaging them in this device.
Cracker Jack's known for the prizes you get inside, right?
Well, let's see what we got in this one. No? Well, you don't have to watch us here.
Where did you?
Ooh, there is something in here.
I want to try.
Usually it's like a Popeye or something like that. Maybe you can find it. No, we can't eat it. You're a big mitt on there.
I might have to get back there.
Kashner will pitch to Borges, Pujols, and Trumbo here in the 8th. Torres is going to pinch hit for Borges. This is Torres. Did you find something in there? What do we get this time? These are special. These are only at Petco Park, I understand. Denorfia stays in the game.
It's a deep bag, so we got to really reach deep down.
What did we?
Look, it's a Rolex. I got a Rolex in a bag of Cracker Jacks.
No way.
What? Look, it's a Submariner.
It is a Rolex.
Yeah.
What else is in there?
It's awesome.
Maybe I'll get one too. Oh, I got something too.
What'd you get?
That's a strike. It's a surprise. It says, guess what's inside?
Really? Oh, look, I get a Rolex. You get a tattoo.
Fold and tear. Well,
one of those rub-on tattoos.
Yeah, nice one, too. Huh? What is that?
It's a duck with sunglasses.
You get a Rolex, and I get a duck with sunglasses.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Sailor Jack. And okay, trivia question. What's the dog's name? Sailor Jack, and what's his dog's name?
I don't remember.
Bingo.
Bingo is his name.
Hey, buy me some of this.
Hey, that was just in case you're wondering, folks. Don't come out and buy a bunch of these thinking you're going to get a Rolex. That was Colonel Grant's idea. Bingo. 2-2 to his Taurus. Now he's looking at his fingers. Oh my goodness. Three-two Padres here in the 8th inning. That's a crackerjack fastball. 99 miles an hour. One away.
Hey, going right after him. This is the perfect opportunity for Andrew Kashner to go right after these Angel hitters. And no free passes.
Here's Pujols. 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to right and a ground ball to third.
Oh,
that's a strike.
Looks like a changeup. First pitch changeup.
Yeah, 87.
That's pitching right there.
But the audacity of the Yankees. Crunch and munch instead of Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
No wonder they had a revolt at Yankee Stadium. One strike pitch. Lined by Headley into left field. That'll be a long single for Pujols. As DeNorfia, who stayed in the game in left field, gets his throw in, so the tying run aboard. Pujols has his second hit of the series, both singles.
Hey, as I mentioned before, if you could keep Albert Pujols in the ballpark, give him singles, you'll do that all day long. Double play still in order. Try to get Trumbo to roll into a double play.
The last two times up, he's hit ground balls that would be ideal for the double play to short and to third.
And he's grounded into 3 double plays this year. The leader in that category is Torrey Hunter with 5.
Trumbo's 9-game hitting streak in jeopardy.
These guys got to be sitting dead red, don't you think? Looking for that fastball.
99 again. One out here in the 8th. Pujols, not much speed, carrying what would be the tying run. And Cashner quickly in front, used the changeup.
These Angel hitters got to be thinking, this guy throws 100, 101, and he's throwing me a changeup.
Well, you are of the opinion that the changeup is too fast.
It's
at
sometimes
89 miles an hour.
Sometimes it can be a little bit too hot, maybe. But I think it's the movement. If he can create movement on that pitch, it's going to make it nasty.
Fastball at 100.
You know, if he's around 100 and the changeup 87, 88, I think that's ideal.
This 9-game hitting streak, Trumbo batting .531, but 0 for 3 so far tonight. Got him. How fast? 88, a slider. Couple of strikeouts for Cashner. And time now for the Saquon Casino Daycation stat of the game. The strikeout stat. Most strikeouts by the relief corps, and the Padres are 4th in the majors.
Yeah, you've got the fastball of Cashner, you've got the slider of Gregerson, you've got the fastball and slider of Thayer. They're doing a nice job.
Howie Kendrick takes a strike. Another slider. Kendrick has walked and scored in the second, came in on Ibar's triple. Struck out and safe on Cabrera's error in the 6th.
A lot of real estate out there in left center field.
Outfielders playing deep, try to prevent the extra base hit. There goes Pujols. Throw by Hundley, and safe as Amarista unable to hang on to the ball. So Pujols, that's a element of surprise. No one figuring that he'd try to steal. Hundley getting the throw there, but it arrived just as Pujols rolled into second.
First stolen base of the year for Albert.
He had already popped up. He was going to be called safe.
Yeah, if he catches that, yeah, he would have been safe. Yep.
So the tying run in scoring position for Kendrick. 1-1 the count. Another slider.
If you've got the fastball in the back of your mind, right, you got to be quick. Okay, and then he throws that wrinkle. It's got to be tough to make that adjustment.
Now the fastball.
I would say yes. I'm going to go fastball down and away here.
Pujols leads from second, 2 outs.
Ooh, slider.
In the dirt. Nice block by Hundley. 43,427 entertained tonight. A 3-2 ball game. We're in the 8th. Pujols at second. 2 out. Howie Kendrick at the plate with the count 2-2.
See how tough it was for him to catch up to that fastball in the inside part of the plate at 99 miles an hour. He wants this pitch away, but it leaks inside. Cannot get the bat head out in front. That's very late on that fastball.
9 of his pitches 95 miles an hour. Well, every time he throws a fastball, it's over 95. 1 at 100. Rally towels are out. They want Cashner to strike out the side and strand Pujols at second base. No, he did not go. That was a slider.
Well, let's check it from the side. Okay, he checked. I agree.
So full count to Howie Kendrick. A good at bat for this veteran infielder.
I'm guessing slider right here.
Got him swinging. Slider it was. Striking out the side, Andrew Cashner. We go to the last of the 8th inning. The Padres clinging to a 3-2 lead. Yeah, quite a night. A sellout crowd here at Petco Park and a terrific ball game. Lots of drama in this 3-2 contest as the Padres come up in the bottom of the 8th inning against Jordan Walden. Walden converted to a reliever a couple of years ago while with the Angels AAA affiliate in Salt Lake City. There are his numbers. Stingy, 189 batting average.
Yeah, and he's a 3-pitch pitcher, Jordan Walden. Fastball, slider, change, mid to upper 90s. A hard thrower out of this Angel bullpen.
How about Andrew Cashner striking out the side in his last 4 outings? Cashner, 4 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. Mike Trout moves to center field and Ryan Langerhans is in left field. His Turris takes over at second base. So 4 changes that include the pitcher Jordan Walden. Maben, couple of RBIs tonight. Sacrifice fly and a line drive single to center. that brought home Amarista both times. Sharply hit. Glove by Ibar and throws him out. Well, that's a good sign. It doesn't get a hit there, Maben, but he's made outstanding contact tonight.
That ball was very well struck, but it was down, hit it on the sweet spot, and Ibar, if he gets to it, chances are he's going to glove it. And then he shows off the arm as well across the diamond. Nothing Cameron can do there. He put a good swing on it.
One out to Chase Headley. Headley has struck out, tapped out to the pitcher, and grounded to short.
Kind of a funky delivery from
Yeah,
Walden, huh? It got
yeah.
kind of like that little hop before he goes towards home plate. Always working from the stretch position. He was demoted from the closer role in late April.
2-1. Blake to Cody, or T. Cody is the proper pronunciation, has made it from Tucson. Got on the jet over to San Diego, back in uniform, the big league uniform. Grounded, fair. Headley on his way for two. Digging it out of the corner is Trumbo. And Headley pulls up at second with a one-out double.
Another ball struck well, down and in, and Headley doing a nice job of throwing that head, getting in between the bag and Pujols. Not a lot of range down there at first base. Albert doing his best to try to get to that ball, and Headley beats him with the double down the line.
7th hit for the Padres tonight, and their second double. Amarista with a double. The Angels have only 5 hits, and they're not going to let Alonso swing. Alonso with a line single to center, his first time up, struck out and grounded out.
You know, one of the rules in baseball that is never called, it's called a catcher's balk. See the box right here where the catcher is? Right there? The rule book states that the catcher has to stay in that box. There it is right there. Right there. Until the ball leaves the hand of the pitcher. If he leaves that box before the ball leaves the hand, technically they can't call a catcher's balk.
And he did indeed leave the box every pitch.
That's one of those rules that's never called.
First and second, Andy Perino will pinch hit for the pitcher, Cashner. A chance for some insurance. 2 on with 1 out here in the last of the 8th. Pitching coach Butcher on his way to the mound. Well, a look at the action here tonight at Petco. Ibar with a triple early to give the Angels a 1-0 lead. Cameron Maben, a sacrifice fly, brought in Amarista to make it 1-1. Amarista doing some solid hitting tonight. That's a double that is the difference in the game at the moment. 3-2. Amarista involved in all 3 runs. Singled and scored in the 3rd, walked and scored in the 5th, and doubled in the tiebreaker in the 7th. The former Angel property, motivated to play at the top level against his former team. Switch hitting Perino. Hitting 164 overall. A little better left-handed, 171. That's his 1 home run and his 1 RBI.
It's time to add on.
That big swing by Perino. 1-1. I'm sure I'm not right, but It seems Perino would be better served if he just tried to hit line drives and not swing out of his shoes.
No, that's a good assessment.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think Andy's trying to hit home runs every time up. I think he's trying to put a good aggressive swing on it.
Down on the count, 1-2. Struck him out. So 2 away.
That looked like a nice controlled swing. He just got beat by a fastball going 94 out of the hand of Walden.
Nick Hundley has struck out, grounded out, singled in the 7th to lead off, and he came around on Amarista's double to break the 2-2 tie.
And also, I think something you have to take into consideration with Andy Perino is, it's a pinch hitting role off a pitcher that was once the closer. That's tough to do.
Outside at 97 miles an hour. Yeah, Cameron Maben with some really good swings tonight. Get Hundley going. 1-1. 96 and that fastball. Just a young guy, Walden, 24 years of age. Did he go? No. A slider. Walden had 32 saves last year as the primary closer. Born and lives in Fort Worth. Outside. And the count now in Hundley's favor. 3 balls and 1 strike. Headley at second with the double. Alonso at first, intentionally passed. And Hundley ready to rip on a 3-1 pitch coming up from Walden. Line drive right center field, and what a catch by Trout. They're calling it a legal catch. Oh, that took maybe 2 runs away as Hundley drills it, but there's the speed of Trout to chase it down and make an outstanding play. Oh my. Brought to you by Petco, where the healthy pets go. By the all-new Mazda CX-5 with 35 highway miles per gallon. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer. Beautiful Petco Park here in San Diego. And it's all the more gorgeous with all these fans. Sold out 43,427. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Dale Thayer comes in. There are his numbers. 8 games, 4 saves for Thayer, hard throwing right-hander. He'll face Kayaspo Ibar, who has been 3 for 3. Single, double, and a triple, and Hester or a pinch hitter. There's plenty of pinch hitters down on Mike Sosa's bench. First pitch strike at 95.
Well, there are saves and then there are tough saves. This being a 1-run lead for the Padres. They are 4 for 4 in saves and save opportunities. He's done extremely well.
Three-two Padres, top of the 9th. Slap foul, slicing into the crowd down the left field side. Only foul by about 12 feet.
Well, Houston Street still nursing that injury of his in the lat.
They say he's going to make the trip, this 10-game road trip coming up, so he must be getting close to returning. But Thayer has filled the void. Oh my, what was wrong with that pitch? Two and two the count. Right on the corner. And now the count goes 3-2. There's the man of the night for the Halos, Eric Ibar. Ground ball, Alonso. 2 mean hops, but right to the glove. One away. It was hit hard. And Eric Ibar, a home run shy of hitting for the cycle. Single, double, triple. And for the Angels players, boy, this brings back some memories. These are the fellas that I used to talk about when I was in the Halo broadcast booth. Jim Fregosi did it twice. Dan Ford, the outfielder. And I was gone when Winfield arrived. And Jeff DeVannen, not Jerry, but Jeff DeVannen, 2004, the son of Jerry, who played for the Padres. And Sean Figgins.
How about Disco Dan Ford?
Disco Dan. What an ode to Ibar. Well, the ball that he hit for a double in the 5th inning was a low line drive that crashed at the base of the left field wall. Off the bat, it looked like it might have a chance deep in that left field pocket, that where the 357 sign to the left of that, where it's only about 330. But tough play. Amaristo can't make it. Cannot get it out of his glove. Another hit for Ibar. 4 for 4 night for Ibar.
Oh, you love the idea from Ibar, just trying to create some movement on the infield with the drag bunt. That was perfectly placed, but a little Velcro in the glove of Amarista. He can't find the handle. Oh, how close would have that one been? And Buddy, I think, might be arguing that he was out of the box on contact. I think he was still in the box. Kind of tough to tell from there.
Had he fielded this cleanly, getting it out of the glove, could he have thrown him out?
Yeah, I think you know the foot has to be completely out of the box. Still couldn't tell from that angle.
That brings up the dangerous Kendrys Morales. Big left-handed hitter with plenty of power. Because no DH National League hosting these interleague games, so Morales not in the lineup. His role reduced One less big bat to contend with. What a night for Eric Ibar. 2 singles, a double, and a triple. Scored a run, knocked in a run. So he's figured in both Angel scores, just as Amarista has factored in all 3 of the Padres. Slider for a strike. Switch hitting Morales from the Dominican Republic. Just 28 years of age. Before the injury, celebration injury, hitting home plate a couple of years ago, the year before that, he hit 34 home runs. Trying to keep Ibar close. He has 2 steals in 2 attempts this year. That slicing foul.
Well, let's go back to that Ibar hit. Now, is his foot out of the box? Well, it's kind of tough to tell because we're kind of blocked by the umpire's head there.
He was in the box.
His right foot was in the box, but his left foot was blocked by the umpire's cabeza, and we couldn't see it. It was close. Now, the whole foot, according to the rule book, the whole foot has to be out of the box.
Yeah, well, that certainly was not the case. That was a terrific bunt. Does he go? No. Oh, a little tease there from Danley. He almost went up like he was going to punch him out. Well, if you can't call him going around, then you know he didn't. Because you always stretch that a little bit.
I think he went.
Do you? But you always think they go around.
The rule book states that if a hitter offers at a pitch, that's an offer.
That means you can't even start to
bang him.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Morales. Ibar with his lead. The way I judge it from the side is if the barrel of the bat clears the front edge of home plate, he's gone around. But if he stopped before as he's at home plate, he did not go around. But you think that's a strike when he gets that bat at the barrel end of the bat to home plate.
Yes. It's a great discussion, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we should get an umpire on. Talk about that. 3-2, and that was a good pitch from Thayer right at the bottom of the strike zone.
That's a pitcher's pitch. Right there at the knees, bottom of the zone. Got to ring him.
So with 1 out, we'll see if Ibar is going on this 3-2 pitch. Yes, he is. Check swing. He goes around. The throw, though, is into center field. Ibar quickly to third and turns aggressively, and a long throw by Maben that was way off the mark, but no damage done. Morales out on strikes, but Ibar now is only 90 feet away from tying the game.
It was a slider down and in. There's your strikeout. Nick Hundley. Throw down to second base. Air mails it. Just getting the glove of Cabrera.
Nick has been so outstanding in throwing out runners all year. That one just got away from him. So 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And Ryan Langerhans, who was inserted into the game in the last inning, former Colorado Rocky. Takes a strike. This is his first at bat. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes the count.
Good old-fashioned fastball up the ladder, outside corner.
Too high. Fans with their rally towels on their feet, rooting for a Thayer strikeout to close out a Padre win. Tying run, Ibar at third. Too high again. 96 on that fastball. So he's trying to get him to chase fastballs up. Now what do you think goes wrong?
I say keep the fastball away. Give him left field. The outfield is playing him that way to go the opposite way.
Kind of how I remember him hitting the other way. Struck him out, and the Padres win it 3-2.
Fastball right at the knees, rings him up, and the Padres go home happy tonight.
And so do these 43,427 wearing the Padre colors. The sellout crowd treated to a terrific game tonight. A 3-2 win, Mike Pomerantz.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We got a great post-game show for you. That is for sure. Alexi Amarista, fresh over here from the Angels, contributing to their demise tonight. We'll have that, a great instructional from Mark Sweeney on hitting, and you'll hear from Buddy